Hi again guys, it's another GranTurismo 6 tuning video for you today, and this time it's for the Mercedes SL600, the R129 series from the 90s, which to be honest is my favourite version of the SL series. So you want your racing soft tyres, as always. As far as suspension, we've got the ride height relatively high for this car really, on 100 front and rear. Spring rate, I haven't touched that because the car's already pretty good, you could adjust it if you want. Dampers and anti-roll, I've increased the anti-roll to 4, you could increase the dampers to 3 if you want. I've got the camber on 1 as usual, toe angle neutral so it's not dragging its tyres. Obviously it's a Mercedes, so you've only got 5 gears to work with, as most of the top end Mercs do. But the good thing about Merc gearboxes is that, like Corvette gearboxes, if you can understand how to tune one of them, you can pretty much tune all of them. So you want your auto set in as high as possible and your final drive on 2.4. As far as your diff, same as usual, low initial torque to reduce wheel spin, high acceleration and low braking. All the power upgrades obviously. As always, I'd recommend NOS if you can afford it, and you definitely want weight loss with this car because it's very, very heavy. Traction control is turned off because you just don't really need it. And yeah, so like I said, this is probably my favourite shape of the Mercedes SL series. I'm not really sure why, I just like that over-the-top 90s chiseled look about it. I just like the look of it. The SL500, which is also on this game of this series, pretty much looks identical to this car. That's also a pretty quick car. I'm probably not going to do a tune setup for that one because it's basically the same principles as this car, just with less power. So if you want to tune that car, basically just run the same settings as this one. I think the SL500 is good for a top speed of in the 240s, I believe, if I remember correctly, whereas this one, the SL600, which obviously is a V12, whereas the SL500 is a V8. This one has a cruising speed of about 254. It's got pretty good acceleration. I'm not sure what it does with slip because I haven't actually used it in racing, but I should think it would do maybe 270, 280 with slip, which is pretty good because it's only around, I think, 570 pp if I remember correctly, which is relatively low for such a fast car. So yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a good handling car. The suspension is a bit wallowy because it's a Merc, but you know, if you find that an issue, you can just stiffen it up a bit. But I find that having slightly soft suspension on newer cars does make them more stable on the corners. But you know, it's whatever suits your driving style. So yeah, hope this tune setup helps, and as always, thanks for watching.